Mic poppin'? Yes, sir. We are back. Fix some things here. All right, let's get it. Okay, that took long enough. What's good, everybody? It's good to be back, man. We got our first ever personal submission. Now, we have submitted, obviously, in the past to GameStop, but this is going to be a personal submission that we actually take. We actually take this submission. There is a drop-off spot over in Jersey, so we are gonna head over there tomorrow morning, and I'm pretty hyped. Not for my wallet, obviously, because it's gonna hurt a little bit, but for the submission itself. So we're gonna jump right into this, man, because we got some bangers. All right, we got some absolute bangers here. I'm excited. I'm excited for the submission. I'm hoping that PSA is a little more lenient. I know they changed their specifications when it came to it used to be 60-40, how it could be the centering. Now they changed it to 45-55. So it could be a good thing, could be a bad thing, but that's why we're here tonight, because we're going to do a little bit of pre-grading. We're actually going to go in and we do have like this little centering tool right here. I don't know how exactly I'm going to be using this. Again, this is like, you know, it's all brand new to me, but these are some of the cards right here that I think I'm going to be submitting. We're just going to go over them. I'm tight. So I ordered brand new top loaders, Ultra Pros, that were supposed to be delivered today. And I wanted to re-sleeve all of them. It's very important that we do that. Re-sleeve them, right, with new penny sleeves, and put them in new Ultra Pro top loaders. So, because the ones that I wanted didn't come, they were the oversized ones, which, for me, these are particularly better, just because you got a lot of space in here, all right? You can easily pull the card out. What PSA does is they cut open. What's going on, Tommy? They cut these top loaders open when they get there to grade them, and then I don't know if they cut these sleeves or not, but yeah. So we're just gonna go over some of these cards just to see if we're gonna grade them. But yeah, as you can see, some of these sleeves are pretty like dirty, dingy. I put them away. I put all the cards away, you know, until we were ready to grade them. But as you guys can see here, the best thing to do when we're pre-grading is, obviously, we're looking for really good centering, but we're also making sure that there's no dings, no print lines, no print marks. So we're going to use this card as a reference right here. It's the Bolton V Trainer Gallery card from, I think it was Brilliant Stars? Probably not. But yeah, so the centering looks pretty good on this, as you guys can see. It's definitely heavy on the left. So this one might be one that we keep to the side for right now. So this is just one of those examples, like I was saying. So, but what we are gonna do, yeah, because this centering is definitely off, we're probably not gonna send this one in for grading. As you guys can see, it is heavy on the right. On the back, it's heavy on the left. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put this right back in the penny sleeve. We're gonna put it in a newer penny sleeve though. Not the new ones, but just a newer penny sleeve. And we will most likely put this in our personal collection binder. All right. But yeah, so that's why we're doing this, because grading. I have to do the submission tonight. I basically have to go through the entire portfolio of cards that I have, and I have to pick 75 cards. I was looking to shoot for 100, But at $19 a card, guys, plus the annual fee for the what is it called again? I think it's called the Collectors Club. I haven't gotten any Pokemon cards in a while, but they haven't gotten any Pokemon cards in my area. Tommy, listen, it's hard everywhere. It's hard everywhere, man. So I feel your pain for sure. But yeah, so obviously that Bolton is not a good idea, but this is why we wanted the new Ultra Pro top loaders, because obviously these have been, you know, rubbing up against other cars that are in top loaders, and just to get the best experience overall, and I want to make sure when they do get to PSA and in the hands of the guys that are going to take them to get graded, I want to make sure that I'm giving myself the best possible option when it comes to getting 10s. All right. So, and there are two cards here that I want to crack open. One being this Glaceon VMAX Alt-Art. This one is graded by AGS. AGS is not a big company. I picked this card up probably back in like 2023, I want to say. So roughly about 2 years ago, I picked this card up, and I picked it up for like 190 bucks. So at the time, I basically paid for the Alt-Art itself, but with the price of what it's going for now, I definitely think with the centering of this, it is definitely a PSA 10 for sure. I mean, you guys can just see there's no dings or any blemishes on the back. I haven't cracked the slab myself, but I don't think it should be that hard. I've seen people crack the corners up here and then pull the card out. So this is definitely going to get submitted to PSA, and I'm hoping for a 10 on this because this is like a $500 card in a 10. And then we also have this Beckett Umbreon and Darkrai GX from Sun and Moon Unified Mind. So this is the tag team. It's only an ultra rare, but this I think is iconic because like this is where I think the artistry comes from the Moonbreon. All right, because the Moonbreon is sitting up here on that building right there, and it's got Darkrai in it too. So it's a pretty dope card. What's going on, Patriarch King? What's good? So yeah, so we're probably gonna crack this one open too. Beckett slabs are cool and all, but yo, what's good, Lou? Oh, that's what's up, bro. So this one is definitely very, very clean as well, as you guys can see. I don't know why BGS gave this a 9.5. The centering is beautiful. I'm not seeing any blemishes on the back. The thing I don't like about BGS is that they keep the sleeves on the cards. They don't look as clean. So I don't know if they gave it a 9.5 because of the centering. Maybe, yeah. It looks like it's a little heavy on the right over here. But, like I said, the back looks good when it comes to centering. Top to bottom looks good. So in a PSA 10, this card goes for like $250. So what I'm also going to do tonight is I'm going to be looking at some of the bigger chase cards to see what they're going to go in a PSA 9 and what they're going to go in a PSA 10. So those are two slabs that I'm going to crack. So this is the first one that we basically pre-graded. It's a smaller end card, but this is definitely going to be a 9, and it's not worth paying $19 for when it's definitely heavy on the left here, more or less on the front, heavy on the right. So this is going to go in the PC. This Snorlax, I was very iffy about as well. So what I'm going to do is for the most of these cards, because freaking Amazon messed up, didn't send me my new Ultra Pro freaking semi-rigids. I'm tight. So I have to use a smaller one. I do have new ones here. All right. I do have new semi-rigids here. All right. And I'm going to show you guys the big difference. See, that's a brand new semi-rigid. All right. That's brand new. You see there's no smudges, no smears. But the problem from this and the one I have here is obviously the size. All right. So the bigger one, you have more room to put the card in. Smaller ones, obviously you don't. Okay. But what ideally I want to do, because I'm submitting these tomorrow, is I want to put them in new penny sleeves and new Ultra Pro semi-rigids. All right. So I'm going to do that to all the cards that we're going to submit. This Snorlax Trainer Gallery card is very nice. I really like this card, but again, we got to look at a lot of the Trainer Gallery cards. Definitely are rough. So as you guys can see right here, this Snorlax at the top has some whitening. All right here in the right corner and on the left corner right there. As far as centering goes, it's heavy on the top. So yeah, this Snorlax definitely would be looking at a 9. I'd be pulling for a 10, but the grader would definitely have to be either blind or, you know, having a really good day. But so this is going to go back in the personal collection. I already have a copy of this, so again, this is why we're doing this. We're doing this because I don't want to waste money sending cards that I know are going to be a 9 that aren't going to be worth a substantial amount. And when I say substantial, anywhere from the $75 to $150 range in a PSA 9 is something that for me is worth grading. And then obviously the 10 will be worth more, but you want to look value-wise. Like, you take a card like this, right? You got the Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno. This is the promo from the Hidden Fates ETBs. I actually opened the ETB myself, and I pulled this out of here. So you got to look at a promo like this. Raw, this card is going for like 35 bucks or something like that. So in a PSA 10, it's definitely going to be worth grading. This is a very clean copy. This is a very, very clean copy. Myself, I didn't see anything wrong with it. The centering is really nice. As far as any print lines, I don't see any. The front is gorgeous and clean. It's a little bit heavier here on the right when it comes to that lip. Top to bottom, it's very clean. But for the most part, I don't see any dings or anything like that. So this is definitely going to be a winner. All right, this is definitely, in my book, even in a 9, this card goes for a little over 100 bucks. All right, and just the artwork itself, man, I should have picked up more copies. I remember having an opportunity at one point. There was a listing up for this card, and it was crimped at the top. It was still sealed. I had an opportunity. Obviously, I dropped the ball. Didn't pick it up, but yeah. So we're gonna put this in a brand new semi-rigid because this is definitely gonna be graded tomorrow. So as you guys can see, the reason I don't really like the smaller ones, it's so much harder to get in, man. I'm so pissed. Like, something is telling me to, like, wait to send these for grading, but then I took the day off tomorrow. You know what I mean? So you see, there's not a lot of wiggle room in there. It's not a lot of space. I don't want to keep pushing the card down because it could definitely, you know, damage it. So I'm going to keep it as far as I know right there. This is a keeper. This is definitely going to get graded. I'm going to put this off to the side. So we got one. All right, we got one here. Let me take a drink. What's up with the music? There we go. So I guess I have to be actually on the YouTube studio. But yeah. So I got a little bit over 100 plus cards. I have a Greninja SIR card, but it got bent in the... Ooh! Yeah. Yeah, that's no good, no good. So here we got the Galarian Rapidash V. Sui is the artist. Definitely a very, very, very good artist in the Pokemon TCG. This card is definitely really nice, really well centered. I'm gonna take this out. Again, I am gonna be putting all these in brand new semi-rigids. Matter of fact, that is a brand new one. Yeah, that is a brand new one. We're just gonna change this sleeve maybe. Change this sleeve, but look at that. That's a clean card right there, y'all. All right, and I wish I had a cleaner microfiber cloth. All right, but this is the one that I have right now. This is gonna do. So I'm just wiping the surface here a little bit. All right, not putting a lot of pressure on it. I just want to get off any whitening, any little dots that may be here. All right, so if you guys see on the back of this card here, it has like a little white dot here in the corner. I don't know if you guys can see that little white dot, that imperfection. Hopefully it's not going to be a big deal to them. This is definitely a nicer of the alt arts. Let's see, look, some of these, even the penny sleeves, you got to watch out for little crumbs or anything that could come on damaging the card in shipment. So this Galarian Rapidash V is definitely a keeper as well. Put this in a brand new semi-rigid. But see, you see what I'm saying about how much harder it is to put this card here into these smaller semi-rigids, and I can only get it here. I can only get it down here. I wish I can get it down further, but I don't want to ruin the card. Don't want to ruin a chance for it to, you know, get a worse grade. All right, next card. The Origin Palkia V Altar. This card I actually traded at an event, trade event that I went to at the mall. When I was looking at this card, it looked pretty nice. As far as the centering goes, it looked really good. Again, another card I want to take out of this semi-rigid, put in a newer one if it is going to be something that I'm going to submit. But look, as you guys can see there, right? These semi-rigids, man, they can get really beat up. Not the semi-rigids, the penny sleeves. All right. So luckily, but look at that. You see all those little dings on the penny sleeve? This is why you want to be able to change the penny sleeves if you possibly can. All right, you want to change the penny sleeves because you're gonna have a better chance to get a better grade when you send it. I don't know why all these penny sleeves are upside down inside of the thing, but yeah, this is a clean copy right here. This is a very freaking clean copy of this Palkia. There is a print line down there on the back. Hopefully they can overlook that. Obviously that's from the pack, but this is an alt art that even in a 9 I definitely like. I definitely keep it just because it's a really nice card. Very nice Origin form Palkia V right here. I'm trying to see if there's a way that I can actually open this bad boy up. Now some people they use like the little Post-it little stickies. I don't have those. Again, PSA they cut these out anyway. I think they cut this line right here on the cards to pull the card out safely. That way it doesn't damage it at all. But so far we got 3 cards, guys. All right, we got another alt art here. We got the B.Drill V. I think we recently pulled this. I had opened up a Charizard UPC and I pulled this myself out of that Charizard UPC. This card is from, let me remember, B.Drill V comes from Silver Tempest? I don't know. Either way, beautiful card, love the artwork. I do have 2 of these. So if they're both really well centered, ooh. Okay, so there's a huge print line down the left side of this card. I don't know if you guys can see it. Huge print line all the way down the left side. So this is probably going to be a card. Yo, what up, Trainer Glenn? This is probably going to be a card, and there's a print line going down the middle here. Yes, Astro Radiance. There you go. So this is going to be one of those. Again, there's a couple dings here on the left side. Let's see if I can focus. You see there. So this B.Drill V, for the price of it, it's only like a correct me if I'm wrong, chat. It's only like a $30 card. So it's nothing, you know, it's nothing to go crazy about. So in a PSA 9, I don't think it'd be worth it to send off for grading. So we're actually gonna put it over here because I know we have another copy. So hopefully we can find it, and hopefully it has a better centering. But yeah, we got the Mew EX. This is from Paldean Fates, another one that we pulled ourselves. But yeah, as you guys can see, the bigger sleeves, all right, are definitely better. The one that the Eevee promo's in are definitely better. Yo, Trainer Glenn, I appreciate it, man. Coming through with the sub. Very nice. All right, let's take this out. Again, guys, penny sleeves, man, are a dime a dozen. All right, so when you're sending cards off to get graded, you really want to get, you really want to have your best foot forward and do as most as you can. Alright, so this card isn't bad. There's like a little whitening down here on the right. Centering's not bad at all. I like this card. So everyone's a fan of Mew, especially the Bubble Mew. And because I didn't pull it out of Paldean Fates, the shiny Mew full art was the closest I could get to the Bubble Mew. So I really like this card. And yeah, for me, I definitely like it in a 10 in my collection. So I don't know about yous, but it looks pretty good. Hopefully we can get the 10. It does look like it's a little heavy on the right, but it still should be within the parameters of that 45 and 55. But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna keep this to the side for now. This is probably gonna be a maybe. All right, so that's our first maybe. So we'll put that in the middle. But yeah, look at these. I might use this one again for one of the bigger altars, just to have more room and to keep it more secure. But look, this is what pisses me off. Again, I ordered it from Amazon, bro. Amazon, I paid like $6 extra for delivery today. It was a one-day delivery. I know I'm a little bit late as far as ordering it, but man, it just pissed me off the fact that it didn't get here, and I just got the notification it won't be here until tomorrow. But here we got the EV promo. This is from the box. Beautiful full art EV promo. You gotta love this. Alright, this is from the Sun and Moon era. This, on the other hand, guys, it definitely, they don't have like circle corners. Alright, that's one thing that I did see a problem with. But I have seen cards in the past, because the corners aren't really round, them getting 10s. And with it being an EV promo, even if it gets a 9, I think we'd still get our money back. So yeah, this is definitely gonna be great. What's everybody doing though, man? I know it's weird to be live on a Tuesday, but like I said, this is a little impromptu live, just to get these cards pre-graded, because I am gonna make the trip out to Jersey. There is a drop-off location. They call it Walk-In Wednesday. PSA has an event where anybody can walk in. All you have to do is just fill out the online subscription, pay for the subs online. Pay for the subs online, and then boom, go right into it. So far, guys, out of those cards, we got 4 that I think we are gonna submit. All right, these are obviously a no-go. Now, the cards that I'm about to pull out right now, y'all, these are bangers. All right, these are most definitely bangers. Okay, I'm gonna put these off to the side. Put these up here for now. Yeah, we got a lot of them, guys. We've got a lot of them. So let's get right into it. Some of these I don't think that we have to re-sleeve, because I had already went through them for the most part. Alright, so I don't think that we have to re-sleeve them, but again, if it is worth it to put them in a better position to get better grades, we're gonna do it. Love this. Love this Umbreon. This is the one from Terrestrial Festival. I think we still need the one from Prismatic. But speaking of Prismatic, man, here we got the Leafeon EX SIR. We pulled this bad boy in my work truck. All right, when I was on break, I went into a Target in my area, found these. Yeah, so see, I'm definitely gonna reuse this Ultra Pro specifically for this Leafeon here. All right, when I did pre-grade this one last time, it definitely was really nicely centered, man. Really nicely centered. And the price that this card is going for right now, raw, it's like $450. So in a PSA 10, this card is well in the, I think it's like $650, almost $700. All right, seen a couple bids the other day, but we're gonna put this in a brand new sleeve. This is one of our heavy hitters that we're sending off. Definitely a really good candidate for a PSA 10. Hopefully, again, we're talking about, you know, people that are pre-grading these cards, people that are grading them. So hopefully they are not too harsh on us. But yeah, this is the one that's gonna go. But you see how much room are in these bigger top loaders? It's just so much better. All right, so we got the Leafeon there. All right, up next, we got ourselves the Terrestrial Festival Sylveon SIR, well, SAR, as they're called in Japanese. These are the cards that, again, I don't think I have to go back into and put these in new sleeves, just because I did it. The one day that I was gonna submit more cards to GameStop, these were already ready to go. So I had graded one with GameStop before. It came back at 9. This one, in my opinion, is the better one. Hopefully we get the 10, because I did sell the other one. So we do have a second backup. So that one is already ready to go. I think it's nice. And also, speaking of that card, we pulled it. All the cards that you guys are seeing here today, I pulled myself, including this Sylveon here. Beautiful Master Ball Sylveon from Prismatic. We actually pulled this from our very first opening. I don't know if you guys can see the M right there. The Sylveon Master Ball. We pulled this while we were away for the weekend. When Prismatic released, we were up, like I said, with the family, and it released Friday. We stood in line for about 45 minutes. We were the first ones in line. They only had one ETB for the whole store. Your boy got it. Last pack, pulled the Umbreon SIR and the Vaporeon, I think. Vaporeon and the Sylveon. So very nice. Yeah, it looks crazy. That Sylveon, the lettering looks nuts. I don't like that. Yeah, some of these, man, even though they're new, some of these penny sleeves, even though they're new, they have little dings on them, and I don't like it. It could affect, obviously, the grading if they sit in there and they get pressed up against the semi-rigid. But it's another one that I feel, in my opinion, is a really good candidate for a PSA 10. All right, Sylveon Master Ball, my favorite evolution. Going into a brand new semi-rigid. But yeah, guys, if you're grading cards, semi-rigids are what PSA accepts. All right, not those top loaders, the hard ones that you see at most card vendor events. All right, that they have most of the cars sitting in with the prices on. You don't want them. All right, they're a no-go. You don't want them. But yeah, we got the Sylveon right here. Boom, love it. All right, get a drink and then we're gonna go on to the next one. What do you guys think so far of the submissions? Any thought of their new grading scale? Any thought of, you know, what you guys think that we may get with all these cards? Here's another banger, baby. Glaceon V Alt-Art from Eevee Heroes, y'all. And a lot of people don't know this, but Eevee Heroes is a harder set to pull secret art rares or secret rares from, because you only get one in a box. But secret rares in Evolutions in most Japanese booster boxes are usually rainbow rares, full arts, and yeah, in Eevee Heroes you got one per box, and it was very hard. So we actually got this on the Card Economist. Shout out the Card Economist. We were buying packs during COVID, and he pulled this live on stream, and we got it shipped over. So we definitely want to change the penny sleeve of here, because I think it's almost in the same penny sleeve that it came in. It definitely feels like it. So we definitely want to take this out. All right, look at that closer. Very nice copy, man. Beautiful artwork of Glaceon. We're gonna go into a brand new penny sleeve. Again, don't know why these things are upside down. So weird. But beautiful card. And Japanese cards, you know, for the most part, are very, very, the quality of these cards are just absolutely beautiful. Hard to hear you a little bit, bro. Music is a bit too loud. Thank you, bro. Thank you. See, I need that. Chad, if you guys ever find an issue when it comes to the stream quality, when it comes to the audio, when it comes to music, yo, whatever it is, y'all need to let me know, man. I greatly appreciate that. My man Lou, thank you so much, bro. All right, so back in it. All right, so obviously you guys see the Glaceon here from Eevee Heroes. Well, off to the left, we got another banger. This is the Glaceon here from Terrasso Festival. Again, all the cards you guys are seeing here today, we pulled ourselves. So this looks like I put it in a brand new semi-rigid and a brand new penny sleeve when we pulled this. So yeah, this is ready to go, man. I love the artwork of this. Love like the tribal. Matter of fact, are those unknowns? Nah, those can't be unknowns, are they? No, okay. Alright, it's just like snowflakes, I guess, in the background. They look like unknowns to me. But yeah, this is a very nice copy, man. Very nice. Put this off to the side. Anything Japanese that you guys see, it's probably going to get graded, more than likely. Alright, next up, we got the Eevee SIR from Terrasto Festival. We did pull the other one, but again, we sold it at a vendor show because it came back in 9. Again, guys, Japanese quality is so much better than English, and yet they still gave us a 9. This is why we're going to drop these off personally to PSA, and we're not going to allow GameStop or another secondary handler mess with these cards, all right? penny sleeve looks clean. Everything in here looks pretty clean. So I think we're going to keep it as is. And yeah, I don't want to touch it very much. Eevee. All right, next up. Bam, another banger. Another banger from Evolving Skies. We got the Espeon V alt art in the bookstore. Love that with the Eevee right there on the book cover. Eevee's always going to be depicted when it comes to these evolutions in some way, shape, or form. Espeon V alt art. It's been a while since I've handled this card, so we definitely want to change this penny sleeve out. What do you guys think, man? If you guys see anything that I don't when it comes to pre-grading these cards, again, I am not an expert, y'all. I'm not an expert, okay? I'm doing this all by eye. I'm doing this pretty much purely based on instinct, all right? Seeing that, you know, left to right, top to bottom, the centering looks good. There's no surface damage. There's no really big print lines that I can see going down the middle of the cards. When I turn the cards around, you know, I don't want to see any whitening, any white dots, man. This right here is a clean copy. If this doesn't get a PSA 10, y'all, I tell you right now, whoever is grading those cards, they're high. They are absolutely high. This card is pristine. Even the edges, everything about this card screams a 10. All right, so for this one, we're going to put it in one of these bigger top loaders. All right, because this Espeon V, if I'm not mistaken, raw price is around $75. Again, off the top of my head, I'm not exactly too sure, but from the last time I seen, that's what it was. Last time I seen. And matter of fact, we can actually check over here. Just to double check. Give me a second. I'll pull up the comps. So the Espeon V, right, in a PSA 10, right, is listed for about $300. They have one here for $300, one here for $330. All right, raw price for the Espeon alt art is around 160 bucks. So even raw price is absolutely insane. 150, 175. So right there, guys, as you guys can see, this card, man, doubles in price if it gets a 10. My opinion, it will get a 10 just based off of, you know, my assumptions. All right, guys, next card up. We got some 151, baby. We got the Blastoise EX SIR. One of my favorite childhood artists of all time. An artist of the original 151. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see right here. I'm trying to focus. The artist is Mitsuhiro Arita. I can't speak right now. Beautiful Blastoise card. I love the ambience of these cards. From start to finish, when it comes to the evolution line, it just goes to show you, I think I have Squirtle in there somewhere, I have the War Turtle, but it just shows you the adolescent stage of Squirtle, then going into its next evolved stage, War Turtle, him going deeper in the ocean, and then the last card is him just deep in the ocean. You can tell by the swirls, the bubbles down there. Blastoise is just sitting in the ocean, not having a care in the world, man. But yeah, that's a clean copy of me. It's a little bit of whitening here on the right, but I'm not really concerned about that. Centering is very nice. Don't have to re-sleeve this one. That looks good. Okay, so speaking of 151, we got another banger, the Venusaur EX SIR. Again, love the illustration line, man. Really nice card. I don't know if that's a ding there at the top. It may just be the sleeve, but we are going to change out the sleeve and maybe the top loader, because again, it doesn't cost much, man. It really doesn't cost much to take these cards out, man. All right, see, there's a little bit of we can probably still use that one, but as far as the penny loader, the penny sleeve, you see all those dings? I don't know if you guys can tell right there. It's a bunch of dings. It's hard to see. Really hard to see because it's clear plastic, but there are some dings and stuff right there at the top that could potentially hurt this card. Ooh, you know what? All right, that's part of the artwork. I thought up there that there was maybe a ding or something like that, but it's not. It's just a part of the artwork. We're gonna be here, man. We definitely chilling. We're definitely vibing tonight. Very clean copy of the Venusaur. It is a little bit top heavy, but I think it's within the parameters of the 45-55 Again, I'm no expert. Just making a well-educated guess and stating that we should be all right. Again, I want to be as careful as possible with these cards. Damn you, Amazon. Amazon screwed it up for me for sure. All right, next one. Another 151 banger, Zapdos EX. This one to me, I think this is the second one that we pulled. I sold the other one to my boy. I think this is the second one we pulled, which still really nice. Still a really nice copy. Hopefully we can get the sequential PSA 10 grades. All right, in order. That's another thing that I want to do. I want to make sure these are in order. So we have the 200, we have the 198 first, the 200, and then the 202. So it'll go like that. I'm gonna basically go, oop, 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 oop. We're shaking in the house. Shaking in the house. All right. Next card, guys. We got a crazy stack. All right, we have a crazy stack, man. Look at the amount of cards that we got to go through. It's crazy. Hopefully mine's come back as a 10. Yeah, you sent yours off, right, Lou? Hopefully they come back as a 10, bro. I'm hoping the best for you. We got the Alakazam EX to follow up the other three. This is the 201. This one looks pretty clean. The top looks like it's whitening, but it's really not. I want to straighten it out inside this semi-rigid though. I don't like the way it's in there right now. Straighten that out a bit. Alright, so we're gonna put these in order again. We got 198. I think 199 is the Charizard if I'm not mistaken. The 200, the 201, and then the 202. Yeah, the Charizard is the 199, which again I didn't get to pull, man, which sucks. It's gonna be a big gaping hole, but it is what it is. All right, next up we got the Mew EX promo. Again, these cards are pretty hard to grade. Excuse me. All right, let me put this light in a way where it's, there we go. Is that, no, that's definitely not better. There we go. All right, we got the Mew EX flying across the courtyard. Very nice card. Love how it's pixelated. This is definitely top heavy. All right, this Mew EX is definitely top heavy, as you guys can see. Hopefully the back can save it. Looking at it again, it's gonna be hard to get a 10. Again, I wanna try and, you know, do my best with the spending money that I have to try and get as many 10s as possible. And the only way to do that is to eyeball it and, you know, to make my best judgment. So the ones that we think, if we have enough when it comes to capital to grade those, we'll send them off. But I like them. I like them uncapsulated. A lot of these cards that I have over here, they're going to be for future investments. All right, so that's the main goal here. Okay, my main goal is to send these off for grading in hopes that they come back 10s. All right, that way I can flip them and just continue to invest in the hobby. So here we go. We got a banger here. This was pulled out of our first Chilling Reign booster box that we opened up. The Galarian Moltres V Alt Art. Love this artwork, man. By Shibuza. Alright, the artist is Shibuza. This is going to be one of those cards that I'm definitely going to keep in my collection. We're going to change out both the penny sleeve and the top loader. Again, doesn't cost much. As you guys can see, you see that ding there? Alright, I don't know if that's a piece of dirt, but it can affect the quality of the card, man, and I don't like that. See, the moon, it looks like there's a whole lot of scratches on there, but it's not. It's just the texture of the card, man. It's crazy. It's crazy, the texture of these cards, man, and just the look of them. Absolutely crazy. Put this in a brand new penny sleeve. Yeah, that's a nice copy. Very nice copy, man. Hoping for a 10 out of that. That's going to be staying in the collection for sure. But yeah, a lot of these, man, they're... a lot of these I have good memories of. You know, I pulled these either live on stream during a pretty dark time in our history. All right, COVID. It was a pandemic that, you know, really wiped across the whole world. devastated thousands of people, if not millions of people's lives. But one thing that came out of it, man, was a community of collectors that got back into it, and you know, yeah, there's some memories there. All right. Next up, yo, we got the Aerodactyl V Altar, baby, from Lost Origins. Very underrated artwork, man. Got the Tropiuses down there. All right, you got the Kangaskhan's in the back, not the Kangaskhan's. Yeah, are those? Yeah, right back here. Damn it. Look at that, man. Beautiful, beautiful artwork. The Amistar right down here in the corner. It's those little details, man, that make these cards just absolutely gorgeous. It's funny when people are like, oh, you collect Pokemon cards. That anybody that ever hates on a collector, all right, if you guys are out there and you're, you know, my age, you know, in your 30s, in your mid 30s, and you have people that come around, oh yeah, you still collect Pokemon cards, just tell them, like, listen, no, I'm a fine art collector. That's really what it is, man. This is art. All right, not only is it nostalgic, not only is it fun to open up Pokemon cards with the community, but yeah, we're gonna keep this as it is. This definitely is a strong candidate for a 10 as well. But it feels good, man. It feels good getting that chase card, pulling that chase card. Speaking of chase cards, man, we've got not one but two Mewtwo V-Star Alt-Arts. All right, this is from we recently pulled this out of a Crown Zenith 10. Super happy with that. Well, we got two of them here. Hopefully we get 2 10s. Very nice cards. They definitely went up in price. They're sitting at like 125 right now. In a PSA 10, they're definitely going for a lot more. Let's just check the current price. All right. Got Mewtwo V. Yeah, we're looking at like 250. 250 a pop on these Alt-Arts right here. Let's see the centering. This one's definitely really nice. This one on the right and this one on the left. I see there's like a little bit of that, you know, stuff on the top, but I don't think it's going to keep it from getting a 10. So 2 10s right here for sure in my mind. Lock it in. You guys heard it here first. Another banger. Another banger. Yeah, who's still here with us, man? Who's still rocking out on this Tuesday night? How does it sound? How's the audio? How we doing, guys? How we doing? Talk back, man. Talk back to me. All right. Going back into it. Excuse me. We got a banger here, man. I was just saying goodnight to my daughter. My daughter actually pulled this card out of Paldean Fates. One of the chase cards. Excuse me. One of the chase cards in Paldean. Excuse me, guys. All right, we're back. Whoa. Excuse me. Got a little raspy there. Charizard EX. This card is very nice. My daughter pulled it, so she has the hot hands of the family. This is one that's going to be a hard to get a 10. We're hoping that they're gracious with us because it does have some like hard corners. All right, but I've seen some 10s in the past have the same thing, so we're definitely gonna get this graded. She pulled the Latias EX from Surging Sparks, and it came back a 9, but we're happy with either grade. Excuse me. We got the Charizard V-Star. This card plummeted. All right, we pulled 2 of these. This was the better of the 2 copies that we pulled, but yo, this card tanked, man. At one point, this was like a $125 card. It dropped drastically. I don't know if that's a part of the sleeve. Yeah, it's a part of the sleeve. All right, we're good. Yeah, we're good with this one. This will stay in the sleeve. This is definitely a 10. Charizard V-Star Rainbow. Let's look at the price of that. Again, I'm looking at a lot of these cards are investments. So Charizard V-Star. Yeah, man, 150 bucks for that card. You know, we're right on the borderline of not sending it. But next one, we got the Charizard VMAX, y'all. All right, we were supposed to send off one of these to get graded to PSA the last time, and we didn't. Man, if you guys were around during the channel when we opened up Shining Fates, it was in freaking insane. We opened up so many packs just to pull this Charizard. Then on another stream, we pulled it again. Super happy with that. All right, that's ready to go. All right, guys, we're jumping into some more Japanese cards. Well, this one right here is a nice, beautiful Armored Mewtwo card here. All right, this was a promo that you got back in the Sun and Moon era. All right, you only got this from Japan. All right, so we're hoping for a 10 on this one. Japanese promos do pretty well. The centering is really nice. So the Armored Mewtwo, it's like a $200 card in a PSA 10. Yeah, 260, 250, so in that ballpark. Alright, guys, getting into the really nice Japanese cards. This is the Hoopa Rings promo right here from the X and Y era. Alright, I love this card because, of course, it has my favorite Pokemon on it, Rayquaza. It also has Lugia right there. And then in the front, it's got the Latias and the Pikachu. Latias? Yeah. And the Pikachu, man. It's insane how much detail is in this card. This is also a promo. We got this sealed when it came in. We're hoping for a 10 on this one. Hoping for a 10 on that one too. Another Rayquaza card. This is a Nintendo promo. This is the Nobungas from the game. The Nobunga Rayquaza right here. At one point, this was like a $400 card in a PSA 10. Like at the height of the hobby, it dropped a lot. It's like a $200 card. But again, I got this here sealed. Opened it myself, and yeah, hoping for the best, hoping for a 10. Another Terrestrial Festival card. This is the Cerulege. Beautiful artwork, man. Akagi is the artist. Very nice artwork. I opened about 19 boxes, man. 19 boxes of Terra Festival to get all these SIRs. Didn't pull the Umbreon, pulled a bunch of Evolutions, but I pulled even more of like the SARs. Alright, nothing crazy. Now, hopefully if you guys do rewatch this, hopefully for the subscribers that get this late, you guys rewatch this video, because we're getting into the juicy stuff here. Alright, we're talking older stuff, going on almost 10 years now, man. I can't believe I'm saying that. Here we got the Gengar EX, alright, from the X and Y era. This is from 2014, guys. 2014, beautiful Gengar EX. Just a regular EX, man. Beautiful art. I love like the amoeba, like I forget how you say it. Osmosis Jones look. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. All right. These cards were very hard to grade. So this one looks really clean, man. This one looks really clean. Hoping for a 10 on this one. Gengar EX, baby. Another banger. Rayquaza Level X. Alright, this is a promo from 2009. A graduating year. Rayquaza C Level X. Very clean copy. It's a little bit heavy on the right. I'm just seeing that now. But either way, even in a PSA 9, it's probably going to be a PSA 9. But even a PSA 9, it's going to be in my keeper collection. So, it really doesn't matter with me. Give me a second, guys. All right, that was my baby. All right, next one up, we got the Umbreon and Darkrai. This one we actually pulled. So unlike the BGS one, this is one that we actually pulled ourselves. All right, so it's a little bit. Ooh, what is that? Hold on, guys. I don't know if that's just how the card is. I don't know if you guys can see the texture on there on the front. I don't know if that's the way the card is, but ooh, I'm gonna have to look at the BGS version. But it's clean, man. It's clean. I don't know how that texture is gonna look. All right, but this is very, very clean. Very clean copy right here. But I have to double check on that surface of the BGS one. Yeah, a PSA 10, man. This Umbreon and Darkrai is another $200+ card. We need them. We need these bad boys to hit big. All right. Yeah, let's check it out. Let's put this one here for now. Let's see. Does it have the same? No, it doesn't. Huh. I wonder what that is. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I don't know if that's just a sticky surface from the pack that it was in. I don't know if that's an error. I don't like it. I don't like it, but we're going to go with it. All right, next one up. It's a banger right here. Mewtwo and Mew GX. All right. Mewtwo and Mewtwo GX. This is the promo right here. Adorable promo, by the way. Okay, we're going to change the sleeves out. I think I did this before, but I'm going to do it again. As I told you, but beautiful freaking promo card. These are hard to grade, but this one was very clean. This one, in my opinion, was very clean. Love the texture. Love to see how Mewtwo is just like really irritated with Mew having a blast. Very nice card. Solid, solid. Ooh. I mean, there's a blemish there on the left side, but hopefully they overlooked that. We'll just have to double check. Cross our fingers, man. I might have to throw a couple dollars into that box when we submit the cards. Don't like that. What is that? It's probably on the outside. Alright. Yeah, this is like a $450 card in the PSA 10. So hopefully they overlooked that little blemish. Alright. Let's just double check that price. Oh my gosh. That's a $600 card, ladies and gentlemen. $600 card in a PSA 10. So crossing our fingers, that actually has to go up in the front right now with the Leafeon and the other cards for sure. For sure. Alright, next up, we got some more Sun and Moon stuff. We got 2019 Pikachu and Zekrom, full art right here. Very nice card. Pretty nice centered. Pretty nicely centered. I want to try and keep all the Sun and Moon cards together, but if I can't, it is what it is. Alright, I'm going into the Pikachu right here. This is the Pikachu from 151. Love this artwork, man. It's the only one that we pulled. It's going to be hard to get the 10, but we're still going to try. We got the Japanese version as well. More than likely, we're going to change this out. Change the sleeve because I don't like the way it looks. Ooh, it's a hard sleeve. This sleeve is going to get tossed out. Man, look how thick that sleeve is. Look at the film on it, too. Look at that. Damn. Extra, extra comfort on that. Very nice. So hopefully we can get a 10 on both the Japanese and the English. See, that one went in fine. Let's Stupid piece of hair. Come on. All right. We're going through a bunch of Pikachu cards right now. We got the Pikachu from Crown Zenith. Secret rare right here. Love this card with the Zamazenta, Inteleon. We got the Zoroark, the Golbat, Urshifu, Ice Rider Calyrex. Very nice copy of this card. Very nice. Next card, we're going into the art rares, guys. These cards, man, are just skyrocketing in price. I don't know if people are just buying them out, but I think they're really good artworks. This right here, the illustration, the artist depicts the Ralts growing up into Curlia and then growing into Gardevoir. So I think the whole line is beautiful. This is in a new top loader and penny sleeve from the last time. So I'm going to keep that right there. Next up, the Litten the Kitten. Beautiful card. It's like a $30 card, man. It's insane, the price market of these cards. Again, I had already put these in new top loaders, new sleeves. All right. There's a little bit of dirt on the outside from from having them. All right. These now we're getting into some heat. We're getting into some heat when it comes to promos. All right. We got the big Eevee promo, Pokemon Center exclusive. This isn't the regular one. We're hoping, man, that these grade really well. Hoping that they get 10s because at one point they were like $700-800. They dropped down now again. They're in like the $400 or $500 range, but it definitely is worth keeping them both. All right, getting them graded, even in 9s, even if we don't get the 10s on these, even in PSA 9s, we're still looking at, you know, getting the raw value out of them. Again, the Zorua and Zorua, we open up both of them. All right, we're going to take a chance of sending them both out. Okay, regardless of the grade. All right, next up we got the Ghastly. This is a crazy artwork. It's like a $60 card here, raw. Okay, another card that if we get a really good grade on it, come back at 10, gonna be worth the money for sure. But this card was slept on for a while. All right, this has all the evolutions from Ghastly to Haunter to Gengar, and obviously the iconic Gengar VMAX look. All right, and then the Meowth just staring off, just hiding, because he knows he's about to just get obliterated by all the other freaking Ghastly evolution lines. So let's see this in a PSA 10. Woo! That's a $300 card, guys. $300 art rare right here. It does have a little whitening up here at the top right. Again, we're hoping for the best. Even in a PSA 9, it's still worth it. Another art rare here, the Metagross. Beautiful artwork. Beautiful artist, man. I love this depiction. I see why some of these art rares are so expensive. All right? I see why. It's a beautiful piece of art. Beautiful piece of art, man. Really. These artists went all out. All right, we got a Frigibax. Another one of my top 3 favorite artists of the TCG. We have Tomokazu Komiya. All right, he makes a bunch of different artworks. They're all in this trippy artwork. This has a ton of print lines going down, up and down. It looks like it looks like a checkerboard on here, but because of the artist and because of the actual card, I'm gonna let it slide. Hopefully we can get a good grade on that. Going into another Pikachu, we got the promo here. This is the chest, the collection chest, like a box. I love how it has Sprigatito, Palmy, and it has the rats. I forget their names, but with it being a promo, I thought it was a pretty decent promo to get graded. So I think we should put this with the other Pikachus somewhere over here. Probably right here. That'll work. Alright guys, we're getting into the thick of it. I think we're like halfway through the cards. And again, we're looking at like 30 plus cards that we're sending off. And again, we're just getting into a whole lot more. Some of these cards, like closer to the end, they are gonna be cards that are probably gonna get left behind and not graded, just because of the fact that they're promos, but they're like blister promos. All right, so they're really hard to grade, but it's another beautiful artwork right here, man. We pulled this out of the same tin that we pulled the Mewtwo V-Star secret art rare or whatever you want to call it. But I think, in my opinion, this artwork might be right up there with that, right up there with the Mewtwo, man. All right, but we definitely want to get this card graded. Definitely want it in a PSA 10 in our collection. All right, matter of fact, let's see if we can find those two Mewtwo's. They should be around here somewhere. I think we're going to put them together so that way when they get graded, they'll be similar, right next to each other, you know? Alright, we got some more secret rares. Alright, the Volcanion EX. We did have two of these. This one out of the two were the better of the centering. I just like the card. Now looking at it, it's definitely bottom heavy, but we're hoping for the best. It's a card that's worth the grading. It's like a $60 card raw. Here's the other B drill, guys. Here's the other B drill that I'm hoping is in a better state than the one that we had looked at earlier. All right, because the one that we looked at earlier definitely was not going to be gradable. This one right here. All right, and it was the print lines going up and down. This one definitely looks a lot better. Take this out of the sleeve. Take a look at it. The centering looks good. There's no dings, no marks, no print lines on this card. Let's check out the back real quick. There's a cleaner copy. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for, guys. Right here. Clean copy of the B-Drill V, giving us a much better shot at a 10 right here. It's a time-consuming process. This is not even half of it. We've been live for an hour, right? I'm doing this for the content because I definitely want to make more videos, and I wanted to do this just so that way I can come back once I do get the grades back in 60 days or however long it's going to take. I can see how we did. I can see my predictions. We can see your predictions, what you guys think, and then go from there. But yeah, we're far from being done, guys. We're far from being done. We still got about another 30 or so cards to go. And jumping into it again, another banger. We got the Houndoom here. Such a vicious artwork. I'm a dog guy myself, but they really outdid themselves with this Houndoom from Obsidian Flames. If I can get this thing to actually focus so you guys can see the artwork a lot more. There it is. Very nice. Very nice. Really good Houndoom. Alright, maybe I should put this with the other ones here. Here. And I want to have like all the alt arts together too in one area. It's just better that way. You know, it's just better to be all set up. Because guys, once I'm not even done here, like once I go through all this pre-grading, I have to go through the PSA submission. I have to input all of them. You know, I have to get them all in order, how I want them to be. And then I have to submit the list, pay for it. And then, you know, that's pretty much it. So hopefully I'll be done in the next 30 minutes here with the pre-grading. And then I can go on to filling out the information that I need to. Here we are. We got the Glaceon V-Star. This is going to be one that's going to be tough to get a 10. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm not even gonna send this one because I already know just by looking at it, it's off from left to right. Look at how much more left centering than the right. All right, you guys can see this right here. Border is a lot thicker than the right, and the same thing with the back. So this is gonna be one that we put up here with the other ones. See, we're not gonna be able to grade all of them, and that's a new semi-rigid. So for some reason, something tells me I already went through some of these. The Electivire, man, this is slept on. This is a slept on card for sure. This is a really good copy. Anything from Brilliant Stars era, when it comes to the trainer gallery cards or Galarian gallery, however you want to call them, they're very hard to grade. So this one is actually really nice. There is a little bit of whitening in some spots, but nothing too crazy where I don't think it'll get a good grade. And here we got the Galarian Moltres promo from the tin. Again, a very good copy of this as well. Seeing that it goes for above 100, 150 plus in a PSA 10, it's worth the shot. All right, and I also love the artwork. Another alt art here that shouldn't be where it's at, but it is. This just goes to show you I was going through another box of mine, and I found this just laying there, knowing I have to grade it. So let's take it out of here. It's a very nice card. I think we bought this one actually. Yeah, we didn't pull this one ourselves. We bought this alt art. Actually, it was fairly cheap too when we did buy it. It's fairly cheap, but very nice. It might be the centering is gonna be crazy. Look at how thick it is on the right, though, man. I hope they overlook that. If the back is nice, they might overlook it. Oh, it's heavy on the left too. This is one of those ones where it's like, should I grade it? Like, honestly, I would love it in my collection. Even if it's not graded. Let's see. Let's see. It's gonna be one of those Shadow Rider. What's that? 205. What's the price of that raw? That's a 65. That's a $70 card. Let's see it in a PSA 9. So I mean, in a PSA 9, you're looking at about $100 bucks. Yeah, see, the PSA 9 is not that. It's not that bad. Even a PSA 10 is $100. But like, even just for my collection, guys, I love the way the card looks. You know, it's gonna be one of those. This is a sleeper card for sure. So I think I think myself personally, I would love to have this in my collection. Even if it's not a 10, just to get it graded, 18 bucks to get it graded, and then hopefully I can trade up to a 10. But come on, get in there. But yeah, it's definitely heavy on the right side. You can clearly tell. But who knows? They might give me that 45-55 split because everything else is nice. Put this with the other alt arts. Right over here. Right, now we're getting into some older full arts. The Lily Trainer card from the Sun and Moon era. This is a really good one, by the way. This Lily card in a PSA 10. Ooh, $350, guys. $350. Okay. The centering is really nice on this card. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, guys. 350 bucks. Easily take it to the bank. Look at that card. Super clean. We are going to change the penny sleeve though. All right, because we want, again, the reason that we're doing all this is class to make sure that we have greater odds to getting PSA 10s. All right. Is that a blemish or a mark right there? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, we're good. Just had to double check. That Lily is a banger. That's got to go up front. That's got to go up front. Because even raw, this card's like 150. But this card is definitely going to be looking at a PSA 10. Alright, this card is definitely going up front. With the other hitters, get your butt up there, Lily. It's one of those make it or break it cards. Alright, we got more bangers. The Reshiram GX Full Art Shiny from Hidden Fates. Love this card. I love how the feet just come off of the card, man. Just the iconic stance of Reshiram and all its glory. I definitely re-sleeved this one. Maybe not. Maybe it needs a new semi-rigid because I don't like the smear on there. Definitely can use a new sleeve as well. But the centering looks good. The centering looks good, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, yes. Another card. Hopefully getting a 10. Look at that. That's why I need the bigger ones. Look how easy that shit sits in there, man. Freaking Amazon, bro. They're going to give me a refund. Reshiram GX Shiny Vault 51. PSA 10. 150 bucks. 150 schmackaronis. Nothing crazy. All right, going into the Pikachu V. All right, I call these alt arts. All right, call them what you want. That's what I call them. It has a huge print line going down the middle. Hopefully that can be overlooked. Main point is it's pretty solid when it comes to centering. Little white blemish right here on the right. Ooh, that whitening down there on the bottom. I don't like that either, but again, we're going to test our luck with the Pikachu V. This is from Lost Origin. I think we'll have a pretty decent shot when it comes to at least a 9. I like the artwork myself, so we pulled this one ourselves. Just gotta go with the other Pikachu crap. All right, guys. Next, these are cards that maybe you guys aren't gonna be too much into, but for me, I wanted to get them graded. So we have the Onami from One Piece. And this is the what the hell was I gonna call it? This is the illustration collector's box promo. All right, that you get. I love the stamped down here. But we're gonna keep these to the side because I'm not too sure if I want to spend $19 to grade these cards. That they're only worth like $6 to $7. This is the Boa Hancock one. They're only worth like $6 or $7. Pretty sure they're gonna be graded to oblivion because they come in every promo box and they come pretty well like sealed. So I'm gonna see if someone's already graded any of them. Yeah, see, they're like the Boa Hancock and the PSA 10 is $60. Let me see. The Onami is probably another 50. So for me, it's not even worth it. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, for me, it's not even worth it. So we're just gonna keep them off. But the Shanks, on the other hand, I really like this. The Secret Rare. All right, it has the One Piece logo here on the left. Shanks is always gonna be one of those characters that, you know, he's the man. So this is gonna be one of the One Piece cards that we grade. Gotta get some Dragon Ball Z in here, man. Dragon Ball Z, secret character rare. SCR is what it is down here. We pulled this one. We opened up all the sealed packs that we had, the blister packs. Yeah, we pulled this one, and we also pulled the special rare. This is the more expensive one too. So Son Goku Universe at Stake. So these two cards are definitely gonna get graded, man, and see what we can get. They're both from two different sets. Yeah, BT1 and then BT20. So yeah, these are two non-Pokemon TCG cards that we're gonna get graded. So my daughter's texting me. All right, so these other cards, man, these are gonna be those cards where like I have a second opinion on that I may or may not get graded. Okay, and these are gonna go into the maybe pile. But before we do that, guys, we're just gonna scramble through a bunch of them. So these to me are worth getting graded. They're the Pokemon Center exclusive promos. All right, the knocked out. I got like 4 or 5 Mimikyus, 6 of them. 2, 4, yeah, 6 Mimikyus. They're all the Pokemon Center because we opened up a bunch of the Paldean Fates ETBs that we got from the Pokemon Center, and these promos came in it. In a PSA 10, they go for like $125. So I was gonna send all of them in. Hopefully they got, you know, PSA 10 grades, and then I can just sell them because you get them for free. So it's kind of a come up, you know. Another teal mass Ogerpon. They're not worth as much in the Pokemon Center ones. This right here, this promo I really like, the King Gambit. The Arcanine, man, with the swirl. I know you guys see that cosmic swirl there right by its nose. Another Arcanine with, it looks like a swirl right by the back. I love these cosmic swirls on these cards. But these Arcanine cards, again, they're from my personal collection. Eevee right here. This is an Akacheke promo with the Galaxy swirl right there, right next to its chest. This one I might get graded. I'm going to put this to the side. Another Eevee here. This is from the Sword and Shield Evolving Skies blister. The Charmander with the... Look at that. Look at the swirl, guys. Look at that freaking beautiful cosmic swirl. This is going to be one I probably grade. These two Nummels right here from Pokemon Go. These are the sticker Dittos. I want to grade these. A Snorlax with the beautiful cosmic swirl again. I love promos with those swirls. And another one with the beautiful swirl at the top. Let me see this Snorlax. It's got some whitening. So paying $18 for promos to get graded, guys, it's tough. But this one, it definitely has a hollow bleed, so I might go with this one. This Snorlax is very nice too. Really nicely centered, but it has a print line down there and the centering's off. I might hold off on this one. I gotta pick one of these Nummels. I can't send both. But as far as the Pokemon Center promos, I gotta think about those. We'll put them to the side. Alright. But we will jump into these. They got the Slowking right here. Master Ball from Prismatic. In my opinion, I think it's a really nice Master Ball. Will I get a 10? Probably not. How many Slowking lovers are there out there that are really going to look at this and be like, oh, I want that. I want to pay, you know, I want to pay a pretty decent penny for that. You know, who's going to pay $100 or above for a Slowking Master Ball from Prismatic, you know? That's the thing. But again, because it is a Master Ball, they are harder to pull. Centering is decent. Centering's decent. Let's look up the price in a PSA 10. Alright, let's see. We got the Slowking Master Ball PSA 10. So there's none graded. Yeah, there's none graded that I can see. Oh, you know what? I lied. There is one. All right, no, that's a PSA 9. They got one for $40 in a PSA 9. So no PSA 10s. No PSA 10s. Let's look at that PSA 9. Let's see the centering on that and what they got it. Oof. Yeah, if they gave that a 9. They'll more than likely give this Slowking a 9. So yeah, this is going to be another one that we just keep in our collection. It's not really worth grading for me. Alright, so my daughter wants to see some of the Leafeons that we're going to send off. I think there was 2. So the very first beginning, the most expensive one being the one that I pulled. This Leafeon is going to get graded. Hopefully we can get a 10. This will be staying in the collection. Chat, did you guys see any other Leafeons other than that one? I don't think so. Yeah, there was only just that one. Oh, this is another cute one that you'll like, Jocelyn. That Galarian Rapidash V. That's nice. But yeah, that's the brunt of the ones. What is that? Why does this have a star on it? Who knows? Okay. All right, next up. Put this to the side. Next up, we have the Penny. Love this card right here. It has a lot to do with her backpack. Her having an Eevee backpack on, and then Umbreon also being featured in the card makes this card, you know, sought after when it comes to people looking to find a card that's in a PSA 10 that has a trainer, has Eevee in it, and it has Umbreon at the forefront. So, and it's an SIR. Let's see how the centering is. Centering is nice. Only a little bit of whitening at the top, but again, guys, I don't really think that they are too strict when it comes to that. If it's a little whitening, it's not a lot, I think we'll have a good shot at getting it. Penny going back in the penny sleeve. All right. Okay, we got the Charizard GX. This is from Hidden Fates. This is more or less, I was really thinking about this one. It was because it's really nice that it would get a 10 off the bat. But that card is like maybe $60. Let's see. Charizard GX PSA 10. Yeah, it's only a $50 card, honestly. So to pay $18 to get it graded, to get it 10, and I pulled it to sell it for 50. Yeah, we'll send it off just because it'll look good with this Blastoise. This Blastoise full art right here. This promo is hard to grade as well because it is a promo card. All right, it did come out of a box. We're gonna send it off with the Blastoise. The Entei GX again from Hidden Fates. No, this is from Shining Legends. This Entei GX is from Shining Legends. This is gonna be one of them where I'm like, I don't know. It comes down to price again. It really comes down to price. Entei GX. Why did the music stop, first of all? Oh, that's why. Give me a second, everybody. Entei GX, Shining Legends, PSA 10. It's still another $50 card, so we need those because again, most of these are gonna be. I wanna put these in a card show. So most of these are gonna be trade bait. You know, this Marnie, definitely really nice as well. Definitely can be a PSA 10. All right, we got a Japanese card here. This is from Terrestrial Festival as well. This is an SAR. I like it because it got the gym equipment. Reminds me of my wife. Got colored eyes. So, yeah, it looks good. I'll send it off too. Then we got this guy cooking it up, chefing it up. He's chefing up the Pokeballs. Again, it's just like it's some of those cards that are interesting to have, especially when it comes to having them graded. And then of course we got the Monkey D Garp here. It's a league card, but it's also, I think this is a manga, if I'm not mistaken, because it does have a red back. So I think we're gonna get this one graded. So this is gonna go in with the other. Here, I'm gonna put these to the front. So that way I know. Alright, we're gonna check out this Snorlax. This Snorlax is definitely not gonna get a 10. Although it looks really nice, it's not gonna get a 10. Again, some of these cards, even though they look freaking absolutely incredible, they look amazing. It has it has a hollow bleed too. I want to get this graded, but again, spend $18 just to have that in my collection slabbed up. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. 141. Yeah, see, like, it just doesn't make any sense. This is a $30 card. $30 card, man. Yeah, we're not going to send that off. But we are going to put it in our sealed collection. Charmander, though, on the other hand, cute card, has the Cosmo. If this has a chance to get a 10, we're going to send it. Look at that. Look at that Cosmo Hollow, man. Look at the swirl on that bad boy. This is the Pokemon Go promo. Has a shot. Could be. Maybe. Is it worth it, guys? Is it worth sending a Charmander that you get for free? Charmander 232. Yeah, some of these you can't even find. You know, you can't even find because, like, it's like, who really grades these? You know, who's going around just grading promos? But it's a cute promo, you know? You know what? Screw it. We'll send it off because it has that nice swirl. All right, hopefully it gets a good grade. Hopefully it gets a good grade. And we can keep it in our seal collection because of that beautiful swirl. But this is going to be like towards the back end where we are at our peak when it comes to how many cards we have submitted or how many cards we're going to submit. It's not going to get sent out this round. All right, this round is mainly for bangers, okay? All right, let's see this Eevee. Eevee with the swirl again, Galaxy swirl. Some whitening here. It's not looking too good. So we're going to have to hold off on those two. All right, so let's do a quick recap here. We're going to recap how many cards we are going to send out right here. All right, we do have a bunch of promos here, guys. We might send a few of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 20 of these. 20, 25, almost 30. So yeah, we're looking at being right there, guys. Being right there. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65. 65 cards, chat. 65 cards at... Let's check the price again. 65 at $19 a card. We're looking at $1,235. Alright? $1,235, guys. That's the 65 cards there. I want to hit for like 75 cards. It's going to be a huge submission. And if I'm taking the day off, I'm traveling out to Jersey. Like, I need these cards to come back. Even if they're 9s, we're looking at like $100 a card. It's a big submission. But I need to crack these two out. So, I'm going to try and crack this one out. The BGS slab. Because people are trying to give me like 30 bucks for this. It's not even worth it. I kind of want to keep a BGS slab. It's really nice though. Really nice slab. Excuse me. But this right here, this is definitely going to get cracked out. I want to do it as careful as possible. This needs to come out. This is going to get submitted. Alright, that, and then I need to send maybe like 3 or 4 of these promo cards that I think are, you know, as close to, if not perfect, and are going to get 10s. Alright, if not, you know, we'll move on to the next. Got 2 of these King Gambits. Arcanines are really nice. Eevee's really nice. Again, don't know if they're gradable, but love having them in the collection, guys. All right, but that's gonna wrap up this video. Oops, yeah, that don't work anymore. That's gonna wrap up this video, guys. I don't want to try and crack this on stream and kind of mess it up. I want to do it in a more safe area. But I will be submitting all these cards tomorrow. Wish me the best of luck. Stay tuned. The turnaround time for these are like 60 to 65 days-ish. Hopefully when I drop them off, they give me a better like outlook. Today is the 15th. So 60 days from now would be June 15th, the day after my birthday. But the biggest show that we have over here in the Northeast is going to be the Comic-Con or Collecticon. What is it? Collecticon or Comic-Con? Collecticon, New Jersey. Yeah, it's going to be Collecticon in New Jersey coming up July 12th. I want to see if we can get enough stuff there. If I have all the cards back and graded by then, I want to set up a shop, man. I want to take a good amount of stuff out. You guys see a bunch of seal stuff here, but I don't really have a lot. But what I want to do is I want to kind of set up where I can get, you know, a table over there, set up shop, and really start doing this business. As far as like, I love it. You know what I mean? I love it as a hobby. I love collecting, and I love the community. Let's see if we can take this to the next step. So I appreciate you guys. Stay tuned for the recap video of when we get the PSA returns. Wish us best of luck. But yeah, man, let's go through them real fast once again. All right, beautiful artworks, man. The Mewtwo and Mew, Sylveons, Glaceons, a Lily. We got the 151 cards popping. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards, man. Quick recap. Again, all these cards are going to go out mañana. A lot of alt arts, man. I'm hoping for the best. I'm really hoping for the best when it comes to these grades, man. I'm really hoping for it. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, chat. My beautiful princess that can't be here, she wanted me to let everybody know that she said goodnight. She's probably tuning in as well, but yeah, she's wishing us luck too. There you go, Jocelyn. This is hopefully going to be a 10 when it comes back. Add that to your collection. But a bunch of alt arts. I got to put these all in a specific order of how I'm going to submit them, how I want them to come back, if I want them in any like numbered order. But yeah, some really, really good cards here. Really good cards, man. Hoping for the best. We'll see what happens, guys. But again, man, I greatly appreciate the ones that tuned in. All right, until next time, I'll holler at you guys, man. Be safe. I love each and every one of you guys, and keep the community popping. All right, with all the negative stuff going on in the hobby, with a bunch of people just giving the hobby a bad name, we really have to push it forward to the next generation. My daughter and the kids that are going after us. You guys have to understand, in order for this to be investable, it also has to be something that kids are able to open, kids are able to collect, kids are able to continue to keep having this as a staple in their childhood. You know, just like in the 90s where we want to still open up base set, we still want to open up cards, you know, from Team Rocket and all these other things. We also have to remember, like, that's nostalgic for us because those brought us happier times, happier moments. What are we teaching to the next generation if we're pushing kids out of the way at stores just to get a box of cards? Like, seriously, like, really think about that. Like, what are we teaching our kids that, you know, we're out here just scalping a bunch of product, not leaving any on the shelves for anybody else? You know, just like really think about that moving forward. All right, go in love, and just understand this is it's a card game. All right, along with the anime that goes with it. But at the end of the day, it's something that we all enjoy, we all love. But also respect the people that are around you, man. People are far more important than these trading cards that we have here. All right. So again, I love you guys. All right, catch you guys on the next one. And again,